Now, a new government took over in Sudan 6 weeks ago. The country's finance minister, Ibrahim El-Badawi, who was recently in Washington, sat down with VOA's Peter Clottey and talked about the objective of his visit and vision for his government.
The first stage is stabilizing the economy and igniting growth. And as economists, we know that igniting growth requires dealing with major distortions in the macro and institutions. So stabilizing the budget, raising the revenue, managing liquidity in a way that allows you to avoid recourse to borrowing from the central bank, which is essentially printing money, and then restructuring the financial sector, and then doing some specific programs to address the unemployment of youth. Also in the medium to short run, we are planning to launch an agricultural census.
How do you intend attracting foreign investors to come and invest in the agricultural economy that you spoke about? And what specific measures are you putting in place to make it attractive for them to come?
We will be establishing an investment authority that will review all the impediments to investment and improve the investment climate and the business environment. We'll engage the Sudanese private sector, which is really a very competent private sector, and to actually link the Sudanese private sector with foreign investors, build the soft infrastructure in terms of the legal and regulatory laws and what have you, in order to invite investors through a variety of instruments.
So you are surrounded by a few landlocked countries. How do you take advantage of that to generate funds, raise revenue to support these projects?
Yes, actually, we think just once we stabilize the macroeconomy, and we hope to do this in the next 8 months or 6 months, and review the investment code, and hopefully reaching the stage of one window stop shop for licensing of investors and so on, I think the potential for Sudan is unlimited. I think in particular, we would like to present the Sudanese Red Sea coast as a regional entry port for the landlocked economies around us.
So with these structures and policies you plan to implement, what is the time period do you think this can be achieved? Because you have a pretty short window for it as a transitional government. How do you intend doing this?
We would like to start, and we believe in the saying that charity starts at home, to actually focus on reforming our institutions. And some of these institutions and some of these laws and regulations, such as the revenue mobilization and so on, it can be dealt with in the first 8 months. And then, while at the same time working on the issues related to the SST, and we have good reasons to be hopeful on that, and then we immediately move into opening the economy for investment. And already, by the way, at this meeting, especially from the Arab funds, and particularly the Arab Fund for Economic and Social Development, which is led by a towering figure, Mr. Abdulatif Al-Hamad, we already have a plan for moving forward with a menu of investment in multiple stages.
Sudan's Finance Minister Ibrahim El-Badawi speaking to VOA.